Hi, my name is Riza Santos, host of Studio Luma's show, Illuminate. Today, our guest is Sargeant and Comrade. They're going to open the show with a performance, we're going to chat in studio with an interview, and they will close the show with another performance.
Thank you for tuning in to this session of Soul. We're Sargeant and Comrade. My name is Yolanda Sargeant, and this is Tori Rosso. We're going to start the set off today with a cover from Alabama Shake's Rise to the Sun.
All I believe in is a daydream. I haunt the earth, though I'm not fully sane. In all my years, I never felt more sure than now. But I gotta get off this rock somehow. I feel so homesick. Where's my home? Oh, where I belong. Oh, where I was born. Where I'm bound to go. Where I'm supposed to go. Yes, the wind, it blows and it blows. Well, my eyes are full of stars now. But I just can't reach them, oh, how high they are. I gotta believe what I'm saying will come true, yeah. 'Cause in the morning, I've got some work to do. I feel so homesick, where's my home? Oh, where I belong, oh, where I was born, where I'm bound to go, where I'm supposed to go. Yes, the wind, it blows and it blows. I wake up, rise to the sun, I go to work and I come back home. I wake up, rise to the sun, I go to work and I come back home. Oh, yeah, and I come back. Oh, and I come back home.
Thank you. This song is called Beautiful, and it's off our album, Magic Radio.
Beautiful, just the sound of this melody, you remain a mystery. Whoa, oh, 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 whoa, oh, oh, this chemistry, another galaxy. You so heavenly. I felt it deep in my soul. I know yours is beautiful. Can you see it's beautiful? I know it's beautiful. I see Cupid's arrow reflecting in the light. I see and sense the magic. Your halo is so bright. I feel it burning, burning like a fire. This love takes me higher. You and me, drunk on love. You and me. floating on a cloud, and I get so happy when you come around. I must be in heaven with you. I must be in heaven with you. I must be in heaven with you. Thank you.
Thank you for coming into the studio today. How are you doing?
Pretty good, thanks. Thanks for having us.
Of course. So we have Yolanda and Tori, and you are part of the band Sargeant and Comrade.
Yes.
Can you tell us a bit about your band?
Sargeant and Comrade is a multi-genre band. We couldn't really find a genre to fit ourselves into, so we started something called Lo-Fi Soul.
Lo-Fi Soul. Can you tell us more about that?
Lo-Fi Soul is a combination of whatever we feel like at that particular moment. Then we just
nice. Kind of go with the flow.
But there's lots of like samples. There are like lots of live musicians as well, and then my vocals.
Mm-hmm. Do you write your own music?
Yes, we do.
Oh, amazing. What is that process like?
The process changes depending. Sometimes I'll write something at home and then I'll bring it to the studio and it kind of just like fits in with something that Jay already has, or sometimes we write together, or sometimes I just hear a beat and then we just start writing, or I just start writing. So there's lots of different ways.
And Jay is Comrade.
Yeah,
so
Jay's Comrade.
Yolanda is Sargeant, Jay is Comrade.
Okay, but Jay's not here in the studio today.
No, not today.
So just to clarify that.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell us about how you came up with the band name?
So my last name is actually Sargeant, and
okay.
yeah, and then Jay Comrade, he's Russian, so Comrade, Sargeant and Comrade.
Oh wow. Yeah. Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
And Tori, how do you fit into Sargeant and Comrade?
So I've been friends with Yolanda probably like at least the last half decade, maybe more.
Yeah, longer.
Yeah, we just know each other through the music scene. We'd hang out at shows and, you know, have a smoke together and just chat about music or whatever. And yeah, she gave me a ring, I guess, probably last summer sometime. Just saying like, hey, want to hop on and play some guitar? And I was super stoked to be a part of the project. It's a lot of fun for me. I think I get to explore sort of different sonic landscapes that I might not get to do with the other projects that I'm in. And everyone in the band, they're all super talented musicians.
Thank you.
And there's some camaraderie there as well. So yeah, it's a fun group of people to play with, and yeah, I get to like work on my chops a bit and have fun. There's no shortage of shows to play, even around this time.
Yeah, you guys did such a great job. Thank you so much again for your amazing performance, and we look forward to watching after this interview.
Thank you.
So I hear you have a record label. Can you tell us more about this? Mo Gravy Records?
Yeah, so Jay and I noticed that a lot of artists in Calgary, we have to like move away in order to be seen. So we kind of started Mo Gravy Records just as an initiative for artists to stay. So we're just focusing right now on just a handful of artists, but we hope to build up our city and show the world that there's a lot of talent in Calgary. I think that being out west, we're kind of like overlooked, because when people think about music, they think like Toronto, like East Coast, that sort of thing. But there's definitely a thriving music scene in the prairies.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell us about your... Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Definitely. Well, I'm glad to hear you guys are doing that here in Alberta, for sure. Even when I've traveled to different parts of LA in particular, I used to live in LA, I'd be like, I'm from Canada, and they'd be like, oh, Toronto or Vancouver.
Right.
Just because I think, you know, some of the bigger artists that have come out like Drake and Justin Bieber are from the East Side. And so that's great to hear you guys are doing this initiative here in the West. Can you tell us more about the artists on your roster or what you hope for your label?
So right now we have K-Riz on our roster. K-Riz is a really talented musician.
He's dope.
He's a singer. He's like a poet and a rapper. And we have Dirty Sample, and he is a dude that produces a lot of music. So he's super good. And we also have The Fly, which is Marvin Key. And so there's going to be another Fly Trap album coming out. Really excited. Marvin is like a legend. And we're just really happy that he's a part of the project because he's been making music for years and years in Calgary and other places as well. So we're really excited to see what happens.
Oh, great. So do you do collaborations together then?
Yes, we do.
Oh, wow.
Well, Marvin plays bass in the
Yeah, he plays
project,
bass in a band.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so great.
Well, it's down the low end. Yeah.
It's like the Mo Gravy family.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that. So do you do performances together as well?
Not yet. I think that there's just been a lot of restrictions and stuff like that. But definitely when things open up, we want to do like a Mo Gravy show because I think that'd be super cool.
Oh, that would be cool. Where would you want to travel and perform?
I've always wanted to go to Japan to
Oh,
perform.
wow.
Yeah.
I've only been to the airport in Japan.
Really? What was it like?
Oh, it was
Like
so
the future?
Oh, it was so okay. So I made it a point to have sushi, even though it was at an airport restaurant. It was so good, and then they have all those treats. I don't know if you've ever seen like the
Pokies?
like the Japanese cakes and the cheesecakes. Oh, it was so good.
I feel like Japan airport sushi is probably better than, the best Vancouver sushi or something like that.
I don't know. Those are fighting words. I've had some really good sushi in Vancouver.
Fair, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. I do love Vancouver sushi.
Yeah, it's like fresh from the water, like right onto your plate.
They just catch it right outside the airport, I bet.
Catch me outside.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Japan was great. Honestly, the sushi was amazing, even though I was in the airport. And the treats were amazing too. What
Nice.
other countries would you like to visit?
Probably Europe, I would say. A European tour would be super fun. I don't know. I think it would just be good to be able to see the whole world. I think that there's so much more to learn, just like being a human being. So I think traveling all around would be helpful as far as like the art goes, because then we'd be able to come up with more ideas and kind of understand like the human experience a lot more.
Definitely.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, you learn so much from traveling and life experience. Is there any other artists that you would want to collaborate with? I know you're already doing collaborations within your Mo Gravy family.
That's a good question.
Within the Mo Gravy family or just
Or
anyone?
anyone. Dream collaborations or anyone that you would like to work with.
Go
Oh,
ahead.
Go on.
You can go first.
I was going to say, if we could get, Drake and Biebs on the next record, that'd be great.
Oh, yeah.
Some good local artists.
I want to collab with Kate Trinata because I think that would be amazing. The boy Wanda, I think he's like a really good producer. Some dancehall artists that I don't want to name because some of them are locked in prison right now.
Oh, okay. No worries.
But I don't know.
legit.
It's about the music.
Yes.
But even like Nina Simone, like Duke Ellington, like all these people that are gone, like I think that I'm more geared to collaborating with people that are not here anymore because it'd be so interesting to see how they would interpret the music now, like with their style, like what that would sound like now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they'd be
that's
shocked
interesting.
initially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, very interesting thought. Because music has definitely evolved. Where do you want to take your music? What direction?
Wherever I can take it. Like I want to take it all around the world. I think that the main reason why I make music is because I want people to know that like they're not alone and what they're experiencing is like not an isolated situation. I think that a lot of people, they go through life on their day to day and they have their struggles and they think that they're the only person who has that issue. But the way society is, it's so taboo to talk about problems. People just want to hear about good things rather than bad things. And if you do talk about, negative things, well, bad things, they say that you're negative or whatever, right? But I think that if we just listen to each other more and we're more open-minded, we'd be able to see that there's so much more to this life. So I've always felt like I wanted to make music to like touch people so that they just knew that,
Where does your inspiration come from when you're writing music?
It comes from lots of places. It might sound cliche, but I'd say my soul. But it could be as easy as just like walking by someone or seeing a situation unfold or talking to a friend and they're going through a situation and I'm thinking about it and I'm like, this would be, you know, or it just kind of clicks and then it all just kind of comes out. But I'd say everyday life.
It's just, lived experience or fantasy.
Yeah, fantasy. That's what I was going to say next.
Everything that has happened or hasn't happened.
Right?
What is the process like when you're writing music? I know it's really different for everyone that I've talked to.
I think that it just flows for the most part. It's like, I think that some people sit down for hours and hours and they like want to figure out how to write a song, but it's like, it's either it's flowing or it's not. But at the same time, if someone sat me down, they're like, oh, you need to write this song in this amount of time, like I'd be able to do it. But I mean, like, I think the pure stuff just like kind of like creeps up on you. And like, I found that even just sitting there and forcing yourself to write a song, as soon as you're done that song, like another song is born, like one that you actually want to do. Because sometimes you just got to get rid of like that thought congestion and make room for like new ideas by purging them out.
Yeah, and you adapt to different environments and different, what's the word?
Settings?
Yeah, environments, settings, different dynamics.
Mood, vibes,
depending on the project. So for me with this project, we might have a rehearsal or something, and Jay will pop open his laptop and play a song he's produced, and then me hearing it, I'll come up with some guitar that will best serve the song. It's kind of just that's what it is at the end of the day for me here. Yeah.
Do you find it hard to coordinate because you have different group members and scheduling?
Yeah, I think that's like every project though. You make it work with whatever time you have.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know if you feel differently about that.
I'll just let you have that one.
Yeah.
If you're passionate about something, you'll always make time.
I was like, I'll just let you have it.
Yeah.
If you weren't doing music right now, what do you think you would be doing instead?
No, I wasn't doing music? I don't know. Might be a nun.
I'd probably be watching the 49ers Rams game at home right now.
Wow.
Yeah, my dad's been watching a lot of football lately.
Yeah.
I think the Super Bowl's coming up, so makes sense.
Couple of weeks. Yeah.
Did I really just say none?
You didn't say that.
That's cool.
So wholesome.
I don't know, just something that would like help the world. Like maybe.
No, that's very meaningful.
Good answer.
You are the weakest link.
What's the best advice that you've ever been given?
It's hard to say because like I always think advice is tricky because I was reading this book and talks about how the problem with advice is that people always take it too late. So like most advice just goes over someone's head and then something happens to them and they're like, oh, maybe I should have taken that advice. But I would say just like be yourself, like just be your authentic self. I think that a lot of people want to fit into an illusion of like what they think they should be, or they want to sing like somebody else, or they want to be somebody else. But like the only person who you can actually be is yourself. And like, that's a gift to the world, because if no one really has the same talking voice, why would we expect someone to sing the same way? Right. It's just really interesting.
That's good. Yeah. I think for me, maybe just say yes to things, take opportunities.
It's true.
Which I definitely took to heart throughout the last decade of my life. I think now that I'm in my late 20s, I've found I've actually had to say no to things, and that's seeming to be better for me at this point.
You're that old now?
20, how old am I, 28? Yeah.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yeah.
News to me.
You've been friends for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
I look very youthful. I take good care of my skin, so.
And
yeah.
he's like little
Yes,
bro
you
vibes.
do have good skin.
SPF, baby.
SPF, although that's so true. I'm all about the SPF.
Yeah, I've got a daily moisturizing routine. It's, it's pretty chill, so. Very important.
That's funny.
So do you guys hang out quite a bit outside of the studio, or do you find that everything is like really work focused when you guys get together?
I'd say we are pals. I think that we don't really hang out as much just because like there's all those restrictions and things, so it's harder to get together. But like everyone in the band, like we're all friends, like we're like family. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll let you
think
feel
so.
that one.
I knew you were gonna do that.
That was great.
I knew it.
That sums it up. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I think it just makes for so much more like rapport when you're working together and you're just very comfortable. Because sometimes I've been in writing sessions where maybe I don't know, at least for me, I'm like, oh, I don't want to overstep or I don't want to, be too forceful with some of my ideas. At least that's for me when I'm in just new writing sessions. So I think it's so fun when you get to collaborate with your friends.
That's true.
Totally, yeah. And I think, talking about that, I think it's just knowing your role or knowing, the dynamic of the group.
Yeah, the vibe, for
Yeah.
sure. For sure. I get that, too. Sometimes I walk into sessions and I'm just like, and then I have to say something.
Yeah. Well, you can be yourself. And I think that is, like you said, it's the best thing that you can bring to the table.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Authenticity.
Absolutely. What kind of music do you guys like to write about?
Lots of topics like love, self-discovery, freedom, history, things that other people don't want to necessarily talk about, like social issues that need to be addressed, just different things like that, I would say.
It's a cornucopia of subjects.
Yeah, it's a cornucopia. I just pictured one too. It was so beautiful.
That's great. Do you have a message that you would like to share with your fans and our viewers for today?
Be yourself.
That's it.
You can do anything that you want to do. It's really up to you. It doesn't matter what other people say. It's like, yeah, it's nice when people say good things to you and you should hold on to that. But I think that it's just so easy to hold on to things that people say to you that aren't positive, and those things will crush you. So it's you have to make the decision. It's either you want to do it or you don't. It shouldn't be dependent on anyone else, because as life goes on, you'll start to see that people come and go. So all you really have is now.
Mm-hmm. I'm not even going to add
I'm looked at the camera. I was like, yeah.
Yeah. That was a good statement. Very true. I agree. Well, thank you so much, Yolanda and Tori, for coming to the studio today. It was such a pleasure chatting with you.
Thanks for having us.
Take care.
Take care.
This song is called Romance in Outer Space, and it's from our album Magic Radio as well.
Isn't it nice we can sit here and enjoy this, a night under the starlight? He asked permission, he could take me with him, and my papa said alright. Now we amongst the stars, and I'm not scared 'cause I got you. World used to be so large, but now I see that it's not true. Spaceman, take me away. Spaceman, take me away. Spaceman, take me away. Take me away. Take me away. His style's so smooth. Moonwalk like Michael on the moon. Big spaceman shoes, spacesuit bulletproof. Yeah, yeah. He's got the moves, table for two, Neptune. Holding my hand, watching the view. Ooh, I can't refuse. Yeah, 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 yeah. Isn't it nice we can sit here and enjoy this, a night under the starlight? He asked permission, he could take me with him, amongst the stars. And now I'm not scared 'cause I got you where I used to be so large. But now I see that it's not true. Spaceman, take me away. Spaceman, take me away. Spaceman, take me away. Take me away. Take me away. Spaceman, take me away. Spaceman, take me away. Spaceman, take me away. Take me away. Take me away.
Thank you. This next track is called Look This Way, and it's off our album, The Elephant in the Room.
It's a distraction, you don't really know what happened. Strange interaction, shady transaction. They say look this way, but I see a hand move the other way. They say look this way, but I see a hand move the other way. They say look this way, but I see a hand move the other way. They say look this way, but I see a hand move the other way. Why you turning your back, 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 back? Why you turning your back, 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 back? It's a distraction when they split you into fractions. What's your reaction? Nobody see what happened. They say look this way, but I see a hand move the other way. They say look this way, but I see a hand move the other way. They say look this way, but I see a hand move the other way. They say look this way, but I see a hand move the other way. Why you turning your back, 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 back? Why you turning your back, 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 back? Cash grab, money grab, lots of zeros, big sack. Scrooge McDuck, swimming in bucks, bringing in gold by the trucks. Market prediction, a cash influx. Big fat squirrel wanna stash all the nuts. They say look this way, but I see a hand move the other way. They say look this way, but I see a hand move the other way. They say look this way, but I see a hand move the other way. They say look this way, but I see a hand move the other way. Why you turning your back, 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 back? Why you turning your back, 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 back? Why you turning your back, 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 back? Why you turning your back, 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 back?
Thank you.